What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Texas Gamer here, and today we are playing the NFC Championship game, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. For the first time since 1996, the Dallas Cowboys are in the championship round.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State, the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Eric Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the deep.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. Has got to be priority 1.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Running left, it's Barkley. Broken tackle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All right, I want to step in real quick to say 97% of everyone is unsubscribed. Please go subscribe. Hit the like button. Everyone who likes and subscribes makes a huge difference. Anyways, back to the video.
Cowboys score. C.D. Lamb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. Hurts. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Tua. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Two minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. Here's Hurts to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, they go with Shipley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Now, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New York Jets doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On the option left, it's Hurts. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Shipley. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. On the handoff, it's Shipley. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On third down, Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's up to the 45.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Brown goes in motion left.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the 16, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Shake, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great. There's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Able to shake him off. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they'll accept that penalty. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
For the very first time since 1996, the Dallas Cowboys are heading to the Super Bowl. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next video is going to be that epic Super Bowl matchup, whoever it may be against. But, you know it's going to be a good one whenever I'm putting up this kind of score in the conference round. Without any further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.